Hey Libra, it's Chronic Joy Tarot. This is going to be your September 2017 reading. And I've shuffled and pulled your cards. These are the Zen Tarot cards in the spread called the Flying Bird. We'll start at this point of takeoff and then move our way through take flight to a new level of understanding. The oracle card that I pulled for you to give us guidance and something to focus on in the next few weeks came from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer, and your guidance is the ocean, the card that represents ebb and flow. It's beautiful. So this is good. This is feeling like, I'm thinking either you are feeling a little stuck and not tapping into the ebb and flow of life, or this is the place you're in as you're allowing things, because being able to swim along with the way life flows is a much easier way to experience it than trying to stay rooted and stand in one place and not account for the changes that come about in our life. Okay, so let's see what your starting point is, Libra. Okay, this is the mind card. Okay, a lot of mind, a lot of maybe thoughts and worries going on in your mind, and look what it's doing to you. Not really, but so good. This is good. This goes exactly in line with what I was picturing, is that either you're too stuck and you need to tap into that ebb and flow of life and the way that things come and go and change and shift. And definitely it's time to let go of some of the preconceived ideas that you've had with how your life must be, how it must go, right? It's time to let go of that and allow for more movement, because sticking yourself with one desired outcome, or every little thing that occurs, trying to put a mental judgment on it, or even if as your feelings arise, trying to control them or combat them, that keeps you stuck. Okay, the feelings are just exactly like the ocean, right? Your emotions, they come and go, and they arise and then they recede. And whether we label them as good or bad, they're all just feelings. They're all just experience. You're experiencing a natural part of being a spirit in a human body, right? So I'm feeling that maybe for some of you Libras, now remember this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every single one of you, but for some of you, it's time for a little letting go. It's time for a little allowing the flow of life to carry you along for a little while, okay? And realizing you don't really have control anyway, so if you allow for that, the experience will be much easier. Yeah, see, so the left side of this reading is your internal energies. It's what's going on inside of you that maybe others don't see. And you're reaching, this is the wisdom card. This is maturity. This is the sign that you are growing spiritually and you are tapping into more of, the natural force of life, and that you realize by sitting still and allowing for all this ebb and flow, the experience is just more easy. It's just more, there's more ease to it, right? And you're getting that concept more and more every day. And so stay on that track. You're doing a great job. It's sort of, when we get into these sticky places with the mind trying to take control, you can sink back into that knowledge that, everything really just has a way of working out. And nothing's permanent. Even these seemingly horrible occurrences that happen in our lives, they go away, and then it paves the way for new experience and fresh starts and new ways of seeing things. So just sitting in that trust is it's key for you right now. The position of this card is also, if the whole spread is called the Flying Bird, the position of this card is called Fear of Flying. So it's mastering this knowledge and this wisdom and this sense of okayness with everything. It's continuing to try to master that that's going to create your progress this month, Libra. Okay, just allow. Yeah. And in your external world, this might show up as you being able to more clearly see all the possibilities, all the possible ways things could turn out. Like I said, if you have a specific goal in mind and you're locked in to one path toward it, and your mind is telling you, I have to, then you're not allowing for, first of all, you're not really living, because life doesn't go that way. It doesn't lock into one way and stay there ever. And then you're not allowing for, by resting in the knowledge that life will always flow, back and forth, but it always works out for you. Resting in that knowledge allows you to see the bigger picture. So the eagle in this picture sees the entire landscape, and it sees, much more than the creatures that are down there on the ground or down in the valley. It sees everything. It sees all the possibilities. And you're poised to create that opening for yourself right now, Libra. You're poised to step into a new phase of your life with a much wider perspective. Okay? And you're doing the work. You're doing that internal work. You're reaching a point of higher consciousness. You're tapping into your inner guides. You're trusting that. Now, this consciousness card is also a mind card, but look at the difference in energy and just how these cards feel, right? From this mind card being sort of a lower energy of the mind, and this one, which is much more peaceful. This figure is at ease. This Buddha is just trusting, just like this figure, trusting in the outcome and in the journey, trusting in the journey and in the path that you're on. Okay? And the next external way that this internal work will show up in your life is this card of abundance. You will feel the richness of your life by allowing what comes and goes to come and go, allowing, like that ocean energy of just washing away and coming back and clearing and coming back, right? That's just the flow of it. And by knowing that and trusting and resting in your center and allowing that to happen, it's going to show up in great ways in your life. Wonderful ways. Abundance could be a financial windfall. It could be a new job, a promotion. Abundance isn't always about money, though. It's also about the richness and the depth of experiencing your life. The friendships, the connections that come to you. You're poised for a real big shift right now, Libra, as long as you continue that internal work and let go of these thoughts that are locking you in. Okay? You may feel that you might have the perception that you're never going to get there. You're the outsider. That beautiful, abundant rainbow life just is eluding you. It's not yours to have, right? You might feel that. But it's not true. We've talked about this card before, if you've seen it. This figure, this little boy wants to be on the other side of that gate and feels locked out, but the lock isn't even clicked shut. So it's there. It's waiting for you. Continue to know. Continue to raise your spiritual awareness and open up your heart to the possibilities, and you'll get there. Yeah. Yep. So let's see, the bottom line or the overview to this reading is this card called Beyond Illusion. So this is definitely, the mind has very, very strong, a lot of power to disillusion you. And, the mind is strong. It's a beautiful, powerful tool, but it can also disillusion you. And just know that by letting go of, expected outcomes, even though that expected outcome may end up coming about anyway, but letting go of that need to control every step along the way, you'll realize that, there's much more to it than asserting yourself, towards your goal. I'm not trying to say that setting goals and achieving them is not a good thing, but there's a difference between setting a goal and trusting the journey toward it, and then setting a goal and trying to assert every single step and in your physical world make it happen, right? There's a difference between that. And this Beyond Illusion card is teaching you that, you know, trusting this figure is rested and knowing that their intuition is lit up, and it's also representing a butterfly, which just screams transformation, right? And everything that we think we're doing to apply ourselves in our daily life, there's always another force behind it, right? Just like the ocean, the ebb and flow, there's a powerful force of spiritual engagement there, ready for you to grab hold of and trust. And it creates beautiful things in your external world. Okay? So getting to that level of understanding that, you know, everything you do and say and touch and feel in this life, it's not even the beginning of what the experience of life is, right? And a lot of us as humans, we rest in that three-dimensional world. We just say, what I can see is my reality, right? But what we're guiding you to do here, Libra, is to take a rest, you know, take a step away from that need to only interact with what you see and feel and that quote-unquote reality. Take a step away from that and get into, you know, your higher self and your higher state of consciousness, and just know that life is unfolding and coming and going for you every step of the way. It's happening for you. You have some really great realizations and really great, you know, states of being coming up for you in this month, as far as really connecting to all that is beautiful and good in your life. And it starts within. Okay? Okay, Libra, I'm hoping you enjoyed this reading. If it didn't really resonate for you, you can always check your rising sign, your moon sign on my channel and see if those click. And maybe, you know, leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonated for you. Okay? And until then, I will be back in the middle of the month or so to update you. Thanks, Libra.